And the numbers have swelled of people that have come through to view the body of former President Nelson Mandela. And as you can see behind me, I hope the footage behind me is very clear. You can see people. These are the people that are returning. We will try and give you shots of people going in as the day progresses, but these are people that are returning on their way out from viewing the body of former President Nelson Mandela. And he made a few appointments. Remember, coming into power in 1994, he had to make a few appointments in government, in the commission, in the IEC as well. And one of those appointments was in 1994. Well, in 1999 as well, she was deputy chairperson. She was appointed by the then President Thabo Mbeki, but Madiba appointed her as commissioner back then. Metoko, good morning. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning, and thank you for having me here.
What was it like being appointed by Madiba and having so much faith in what you are capable of?
It was an awesome experience, a humbling experience, because at the time we were the first commissioners under the new constitution, and we had a big task of having a voter's roll in 18 months and making sure that all South Africans are united under one banner, one voter's roll. And there were lots of challenges in terms of ID documents. Yeah. That was a time when people have various ID documents, and we had to make sure that the Department of Home Affairs has everyone under one register, and we're grateful. That letter that came to appoint us was really something I'll never forget when it arrived to appoint me. So I will cherish it and keep it and almost frame it for generations to come.
Why was it important for you to be here and view the body and pay your last respects?
This is a wonderful man. He has done so much for our country. He has sacrificed his life, his family, his happiness as an individual for us to be where we are as a nation, to be a democratic state, a happy people. So he deserves all the efforts we should make to go and say goodbye, Madiba, and thank you very much for being a father to all of us.
Speaking to a couple of people, they say, once they've viewed his body, they almost feel like it's almost final. The past couple of days haven't quite synced in, but when you're here and you see him, it feels final.
That's exactly why I came. I actually wanted to see him, to say goodbye, Madiba. And I am so happy that I'm one of the few people of the 50 so many million South Africans who could have wanted to be here, that have been able to walk up those stairs and see him lying there peaceful and almost like saying, I've done my bit. It's your turn now. Take over.
All right. Thank you so much for blessing us with your presence and, doing your bit for this country. Now we're going to bring a couple more people through, ordinary South Africans that have braved the sun. As you know, Pretoria's heat doesn't play. Well, a couple of South Africans have come through to the Union buildings to bid farewell to the former president of the African National Congress of the Republic of South Africa. Sir, good morning. What's your name and why did you decide to come through?
Good morning, South Africa. My name is Dave Pretorius. Once again, I'd just like to say thank you to the Mandela family for allowing us to show our last respects to a great man, Nelson Mandela, Madiba, a great spiritual leader. He sacrificed his life for us so that each and everyone can have humanity, dignity and respect. And I'd just like to say thank you. Thank you very much to Nelson Mandela.
All right, sir. Thank you so much. So what's with the hat? It's a decorated hat. It has all, his faces, his pictures on it. What inspired you to, come up with this hat?
Man, it's the long walk to freedom. I made a one for the 2010 World Cup also with Mandela, saying thanks for bringing us the World Cup. But this one is a special one to say goodbye to him. And to put him farewell and to say thanks for everything. It is done for every South African, every person in the world that is touched. And his face said everything that he's at peace with all of us.
Thank you, sir. You can tell, it's quite an emotional time for all South Africans. Thank you so much for all the South Africans and this day. Well, we're going to try and bring in a few more people. Mama, I want you to move in through this way for us, and then we're going to get through. It's a lot of people that have come through to Union buildings out here in Pretoria. Mama, why was it is important for you to come here? Why ufikile lana uzobona ubaba?
Ukuthi ngifike ngidabukile kakhulu bengifuna ukumbona ubaba ukuthi umzimba wakhulele kanjani.
Inhliziyo yakho ibhlungu kanga. How much hurt our South Africans in general?
Inhliziyo yami ibhlungu kakhulu ngokushona kwakatata. Ngoba utata walungisa lelizwe naqeda ukulungisa so uyahamba. Ngiyabonga kakhulu ukumbona, ngijabulela ukumbona. Ngijabulela ukuthi ngifikile lapha ngazombona nami.
All right, Mami, thank you so much. Siyabonga. Let's bring in, there are all kinds of South Africans, youngsters, older generations. Good morning, sir. Why did you decide to come through to the Union buildings? Tell us your name as well.
My name is Chan Naidu, and Tata Madiba has been exceptionally inspirational in all our lives. He has brought about change that we never knew that we could experience in this country. But I think the challenge that I want to put out to all South Africans and people all over the world, let's honor Tata Madiba by remembering Mandela Day and doing good that he always wanted us to do. And let's also mark his death anniversary with something good to do for children. And that is what we are doing. My friends, my family, and my work colleagues are doing from now onwards for Mandela Day and for the death anniversary of Nelson Mandela to celebrate his life, do something good in your community, and make a difference as Tata would have wanted us to.
Has it been an emotional day for you, like that it's been for the rest of us?
I think when you come in here, there's a sense of excitement and a sense of exhilaration. And when you go and see Tata, that's when it hurts. And that's when it sinks in. And that's when you know it's time to say goodbye.
Yeah.
But saying goodbye does not mean it's over. Actually, the long walk to freedom has started now. It has started for each and every one of us, and it's time for us to take the baton from Tata and make it happen and make it real.
Okay, let's speak to several other people. So for you, give us your name. Why was it important for you to be part of this, momentous occasion?
My name is Dharma Modley. I'm from Pietermaritzburg, and I felt it my duty that to come and pay my last respect to a man of stature, an icon, a man who sacrificed his life for us to live a better life. And passing by his casket, it was really with a deep sense of sadness that I passed by, and the emotional part of me I couldn't hold. And it's last night being at his home, I made sure that I got to his home, and looking at the flowers and the candles, it brought back a lot of memories. But one of the best memory that I have is when he was released, he came to Pietermaritzburg, stood on the City Hall building, and I had my little son with me. He was 3 years old, and I told my son, I said, that is the great Nelson Mandela, wave, Dad. And I was fortunate that he got his eye on us and he waved. And passing by now, I felt that it was something which is inexplicable, and I will remember this for the rest of my life.
All right, sir, thank you so much for coming through. Well, as you can tell, lots of people coming through and bidding the former President Nelson Mandela goodbye as well. Why was it important for you ladies to don the South African flag and show respect for Nelson Mandela?
We never had a chance to meet Utata while he was still alive. So today we wanted to honor him because he was a great man. And yeah.
For you, why was it important?
I just wanted to pay my last respects. I never had a chance to meet him. I also want to have a story to tell to my kids and great-grandkids. Yeah.
What is the missing with the younger generation, our generation, that doesn't know so much about Tata Mandela?
I didn't know much about Tata Mandela, but I went through, I read his books, everything about him. So now I'm clued up. And another thing is now we have sort of a chance to raise our voice by voting. We are living in a democratic world, South Africa. Yes.
All right, thank you so much. I'm going to ask you to go through this way for me. Okay. You are in an ANC regalia as well. Why was it important for you to come through?
For me today, I'm honor and celebrate Madiba's life because it's so important for us. Since 1994, when Madiba was inauguration to this building, Union building, so we have a chance today to come and honor and celebrate our icons. This is a very important date for us to come here. I mean, it's emotionally for us. We come here to we don't know what to do, but we just come here to say, Tata, Madiba, you done for us a big, and we are so emotional. We don't know what to do, what to say, but today, Tata, we salute you. You've done a lot to us. You've done everything to us. I mean, today we salute you. We don't know today, Tata, what are we going to say, but today I've honored utata, I was so emotionally, but to everyone I said utata ulele goxolo sithi makalale goxolo utata.
All right, Mama, thank you so much for talking to us. One of our last few people to speak to us. Does it feel final having seen him there? Does it feel like we're finally saying goodbye and we're letting go?
Eish, angizwanga kahle enhlizweni yami because nayizolo ngime la the whole day. Wathi mangabe utata ngathi ngifuna ukumbona ephuma nangemoto bemisa lapha lalele khona endlini yakhe yogcina. Namhlanje ngizobuya futhi ngoba lento isizwe ubhlungu and into ebhlungu angizange ngisho angikwazanga nokulala mengibona nemoto yakhe idlula. Eish, usithintile kakhulu utata like angazi ngathini.
Usifundise nini utata kakhulu?
Usifundise into eningi utata. Eish, angazi eish yazi.
All right, ngiyabonga mama ngicela udlule ngapha nawe. Well, we'll try and speak to a couple more people. Well, the lady that we just spoke to says, you know, this has affected her so much that she can't even sleep at night, and she's come back for a second time to sort of view and see what she can do around here. We're at the Union buildings at the moment, trying to give you, you know, a view of what people are saying on the ground, people that are walking out. Where we are standing at the moment, there's people that are walking out and they've gone through. And let's see what on the screen now. There we go. Reverend Jesse Jackson has just arrived, as you can see on your screen there. Alex Chakwani, he was the spokesperson for Mamelodi Sundowns back then. I remember Ayanda and Peter were talking about, you know, what faith did Nelson Mandela, you know, what did he follow? But, you know, you've seen all kinds of, you know, priests arriving here, coming to pay their respects to former President Nelson Mandela. I don't think I've ever seen the amount of so many people walking into one venue. It is tremendous, the amount of people that have walked through the gates of Union buildings. Remember, they have asked that no cameras. If you're at home and you're planning to come through here, no cameras, no cell phones. Please dress appropriately if you want to come through. There are also park and ride stations that have been set up for you by the Tshwane Metro 3 around the Pretoria area. So you park your car and you are taken here by bus. There's nothing you're allowed. I've just spoken to a couple of people that were here that, you know, they're not allowed to have anything on them, including bottles of water. So please, if you can, leave all that stuff, unnecessary stuff at home so you can make your way here and come back. You will find it when you get back home. So try and make this process a lot easier for the rest of the people that want to come through. And remember, if it's already 3 o'clock and you're at the park and ride, it's already too late for you to come through. So try and come in. I think it's around, yes, 5 to 11. So you still have a bit of time to come through. Well, let's head back to Johannesburg where Ayanda and Peter Ndoro are standing by.